Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you well. From watching this channel, people thought that the statements by William Samoei Ruto were informed by ill decisions. Ill decisions were most likely the security organs or in their meetings. But when you look at the statement that came from Belgut Member of Parliament Nelson Koech, one wonders whether UDA are really reading the mood of the ground. For someone like Nelson Koech to come out and take that order that Ruto had issued, modify the order, and in fact change it to shoot to kill, that means that the people in UDA have not learned a lesson yet. You see, this order of them allowing police to shoot is something that they should not joke around with. Nelson Koech issued a very disturbing statement, which I believe majority of you have seen. But perhaps if you not watched that video, I want you to pay attention to this video.
Kuna na mimi nataka niseme na nishukuru Rais William Samoei Ruto. Wakati jana umesema shoot but do not kill. I want to repeat it here. In fact, shoot and kill.
So why do you think the UDA people are making such reckless statement? I am very specific. That was a very reckless statement. The biggest call is for him to dismiss Murkomen. But Ruto has not done that. But instead, the president went ahead and issued a statement similar to what Murkomen issued. But the only difference is that Murkomen's statement was on those people who go to, government installation like police station. But for William Ruto was for anybody who tries to mess around with people's property. Anyone, he should succumb to, he should be shot. So what the Belgut Member of Parliament has told us here is more shocking. So I'd like us to, ladies and gentlemen, without wasting much time, to go through some of the statements in that video. So because we think that this Kenya Kwanza government iko na changamoto kubwa sana. It's either is the issue of watu kutoelewa, because I personally think kuna issue ya watu kutoelewa. These people have not read the mood on the ground. Shoot to kill is also something that should have come from a leader, a member of parliament, someone who's been voted by the people. They should have been very careful in their statements. So before we explore this story further, ladies and gentlemen, kindly take this opportunity, support the work of this channel by liking this video, subscribe to our channel if you had not subscribed before, and to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support, because without you, this channel cannot grow. So let me quickly take you to some statement from Eastleigh Voice. The Eastleigh Voice has shared something, and they're saying, Belgut Member of Parliament Nelson Koech yesterday, when the president said, shoot but do not kill, I want to repeat it here. In fact, shoot and kill. You cannot have someone coming after your life, someone who is going to terrorize you and your family, and you do not want to shoot and kill. That is what Nelson Koech shared on his X handle, ladies and gentlemen. So is it the problem? Is it a UDA problem because, or is a problem associated by leaders who do not want to listen to the mood on the ground? Personally, I think this is a UDA problem. And the only thing that you need to understand also is that if you look at that video where Nelson Koech is giving that statement, on his side, behind him, there's a police officer there. And that is enough indication that these issues, police officers ni kama wamepatia leaders kama hawa to issue. They have been given that mandate to issue those kind of statements. If you look at when Murkomen issued the statement, there were police officers behind. In fact, Kanja was there. If you look at when William Ruto issued a statement, there were police chiefs there. In fact, I think even the KDF were there. Now, when Nelson Koech is giving this statement, a police is there. I think such kind of statements, people issue them are supposed to be arrested. I mean, honestly speaking, because he's in a hate speech. You know, they are supposed to be arrested, and CIC should actually go and arrest this kind of leader, but is left scot-free, is left so that he can make such statements. So that is the reason why you find that people like Gachagua, even if they are summoned, they don't honor those summons, with the main reason that it's selective. It's a selective summon, and that explains why they don't honor the summons. Gachagua doesn't honor the summons because it is a selective one. So I personally want to look at what is going to happen to this member of parliament going forward, because if NCIC is concerned about the affairs of the nation, the peace, and this such kind of inflammatory remarks, they should go for Nelson Koech, invite him. You know, isiwe tu ni vitu ambavyo is selected on the members of parliament allied to the opposition, ndio wakiongea wanatafutwa, lakini hawa wakiongea hawatafutwi. Hii ni statement ambayo ni mbaya kabisa kutoka from a leader, especially a leader who is allied to the government. Nelson Koech has made very disturbing statements, but personally I think let's just give the government some time to warn kama wata move in with speed na wamshike. So ladies and gentlemen, just go below in the comment section and tell us what you think about this statement from Nelson Koech. I've seen people, watu wameongea negatively, but it's not negatively, watu wamereact to Nelson Koech, vitu wanaongea hawajafurahia, na personally I think watu hawatafurahia, hata mimi sijafurahia kabisa.
Na mimi nataka niseme na nishukuru Rais William Samoei Ruto. Wakati jana umesema shoot but do not kill. I want to repeat it here. In fact, shoot and kill. You cannot have someone coming after your life and you do not want to shoot and kill. You cannot have someone who is going to terrorize you and your family, and you are telling me you cannot shoot and kill. You cannot have someone who is coming after your businesses armed and with weapons, and you want to tell me that you cannot use shoot and kill. The Constitution, the Police Act, has given the police the powers to use their arms where they have evaluated the risk of their lives is in danger. And I want to say, these people have been terrorizing people. Anyone who wants to go to a protected area like State House is not an ordinary person. That is a criminal. That is an armed person that must be dealt with equal force. And the only force that applies to such people is to shoot and kill. If you think that the government is sending goons and assassins to attack people's property and investment, why do you have a problem when the government then goes after the people they have sent, as you claim? Wacha, we will arrest everyone, and I can tell you they are terrorists, and they are going to be charged as either facilitating terrorism or they are terrorists themselves. Yule mama ambaye alichomewa biashara yake ya county supermarket alifanya makosa gani? Opuzi yenu mnatuambia sijui one time ya nani? Nani alikuambia sisi ndio tutakaa one time? Kibaki hakukaa one time, Uhuru hakukaa one time. Sisi umeona wakati imetufikia ndio sisi ni washezi tukae one time. Tunapiga mbili fululizo. Kama taifa la Kenya na kama jamii hatuwezi hata siku moja, na wasifikirie sisi ni waoga ati wanatupangia na sisi tumekaa hivi. Kama ni kupanga, wasifikirie hatuwezi kupanga. Ni vile tunapenda amani na wachunge hii amani sana. This country, blood has been shed enough times, and we will want to warn all those who want to orchestrate violence in our nation.
You know? So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay